Hey YouTubers, this is Charlie, founder of Blast of Our Past. Today I'm going to be giving you some updates on some of the Easter eggs, large Easter eggs or Fabergé style eggs, and the ladybugs that I've been working on. Now, yesterday I highlighted this big ladybug. This one is about, measure it. Oops, there we go. This one is, oh geez, let's go down here, be better. You put the ruler right on the very edge there, where the ruler measurement begins, and you go there. You see it's close to 5 inches. So this is a big ladybug. Oh, I should have had a penny, of course, to put there. Oh, here's even better. Just to give you perspective. Put a quarter on top of there. Then you put a penny. And there's the baby ladybug. It shows you how big the baby ladybug is. I don't know if that's Lola the ladybug, or Larry the ladybug. I forget. I wouldn't be a good mommy, would I? Or a good dad, rather. I'd be the dad, by the way. So yesterday I showed that this was very solid. You can literally bang on it, but you don't want to do that, you know. Just like treat it like a ceramic. When you go to squeeze on this, you can get some slight movement on the bottom part if you use a thin layer. I did not do 5 layers of this because I'm going to be charging, quite frankly, less for this one. This is going to be $25 with the 2 ladybugs as a special. These individual ladybugs I'm going to probably be selling for $5 each. Even though they're little, you have to go through the same stage of mixing it, waiting for the thing to dry, and then the way I do it is, I just put it up here, the edges there, I gotta smooth down the edges. Although during the drying process, I took the spatula and I pushed these in on the next 6 that I'm making. Because don't forget, I have about 6 more of these. Now, what I'm really excited about is the fact that I put the layer on here and it dried nice and solid. And even though I have this layer here and I could just paint this black and put glue on it and smooth it out, and I'm on the sideline if I should put a green felt on the bottom. I was thinking black, but green just because it would be on a leaf. It'd be a little more colorful. I don't know. Or I could just leave it this way. And then, even better yet, if I leave it this way, I do want to sign my name and the copyright on here. Interesting. You know, I could put even a little ladybug piece of art on the bottom here. Yeah, that's interesting. You know, you can be creative. If you really wanted to, you could make your own ladybug. Or I could make these, because I'm also going to be making wholesale molds from the paper mache. So I could leave this and you could actually paint a mural having to do with ladybugs on here. That'd be really cool. Like if you painted the back blue, like a sky, and then some green branches with the little ladybugs. This is going to be a big egg. I don't know if I'm going to make it an Easter egg or a Fabergé style egg, but unfortunately it's not going to be an omelet. Eggs Benedict, huevos rancheros. I can't roll the R, even though I'm Latino. Not all Latinos can roll the R's, by the way, and I'm one of them. Huevos rancheros. That's a fake roll of the R, of the tongue. Doing this one-handed. I have a camera, supposedly has a video. Oh yeah, I do have that. I gotta get that little set up. This is going to be the egg. Now I do want to show you the difference between one layer. So this is the one layer here, and it's not solid the way I want it to be. Like I can tell by tapping on it. So what I did was to show you guys, for the sake of educational purposes, see, this is the thinner layer here. As I'm moving to the other side, right around here is the thicker layer. Oh, well, this is even perfect. Here's the thinner layer, and here's the thicker layer. So tapping on that, well, let me use my fingernail. Still get the noise. Well, anyway, this is much more solid over here. I wanted to show you that's why you can, depending on the amount of time and work you want to put into it, you can actually do multiple layers. So this one I might wind up doing 5 layers. And let me tell you, it's going to be rock hard. Rock hard. So this is my scissor. And I'm hitting it. And it's not going to crack like a regular eggshell. A lot of the ceramics, you'd never be able to even take a scissor and tap it like this. You wouldn't even want to dare try. That's what I like about paper mache, its durability. So this is going to be, oh, and by the way, this egg, sorry about the lack of focus on the camera. When it's done, it's going to be 5 inches, because you got to remember, this is just the initial layer. And you should always take that into account when making paper mache figurines. So if someone calls you up and says they want, a 6-inch caterpillar, you have to take into account that as you add the layers of the paper mache, it's going to get bigger. So the caterpillar is going to get wider and it's going to get a little longer as you add more layers. So this already is 5 inches. By the time I get done with this actually might be close to 6 inches. But with this particular one, since I'm making it randomly, I don't need to really pay attention to size. I wanted this to be big, but you also have to pay attention to detail and quality of workmanship with this type of a artistic project. This is more for adults. All my channels currently right now are for adults. So just have to put that out there. I do want to have absolutely lessons for kids, but the lessons I'm giving are intended for active or learning adult artists who are looking to learn how to make these projects. If you are a teacher and you want to use this video for younger kids, you may do so at your own risk, but I do need to say that as of right now, I know they have some policy. If your videos for children, you have to disclose it. I saw that, and that's the only reason why I'm saying that right now. Now this, I'm going to seal the bottom of this because again, you want it to be smooth, and it's a little concave, like a, what do they call it? Contact lens, yeah. I got about 6 more of these that I think should be dry today. I'm really excited about that. I got the apple leaf, which I showed you yesterday. This is another ladybug, and this time I made this flatter like I said I would. This is still drying. There's a very thin layer of clay on this. But I decided to make two shapes of ladybugs and see which one is more popular. Personally, I think this one is going to sell better. It's more realistic, but to each his own. And I'm going to be making the molds where I make this, and you guys can just buy them and paint them, because there's over 5,000 different variations of this bug. Some of them are yellow and black. Some of them, instead of having the black dots and the red background, actually it's reverse. Some have 2 black dots. I saw one were red dots and they were black. Really amazing. By the way, I also found out that the ladybug eats something called aphids, aphids. And how do they survive the winter? They lay their eggs in the aphids nest, something like that. And they're very good for eating the leaf-eating insects. So we need our ladybugs, we need our honeybees, etc., etc. All right, so what did I do here? This is an egg. Okay, oh, and here's another egg. This one, actually, again, a little bit of an experiment learning process, showing you here the newspaper. You have to wait for this to really completely dry, in my opinion. So I'm not even putting the extra layer to close this up. I'm really letting this dry, being disciplined, because I have so many other art projects I'm working on, and I have a few commissions that I have to hurry up and get done. Now, the other thing I want to show you is when you're using the newspaper, it's very loose. This is very, very important. I actually have learned, while watching other videos on YouTube, I see they take a piece of cardboard and they'll put glue on it. They'll take pieces of newspaper and put it, along here. So let's say you were building a caterpillar here, or a snake. Those are the videos they have you, crumpling the newspaper and gluing it on one side to your frame. I think there's a better way, actually. So, for example, this would be the base of an insect. Basically, what you want to do is crumple it in the ball. And what I do is I use glue to keep it held together. However, there's one other thing. Look how loose that can be. So when you go to put your paper mache over this, you're going to have that little pocket there, which is not good. I have a couple of recommendations. In the final layer, what I'm going to be doing with this, I'm going to be using the regular desk glue that I mentioned yesterday from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using this jock glue, and I'm going to really squeeze this hard, and I'm going to make sure that these pockets are gone with the glue. And sometimes, see there, if you can't get under there because that's sealed, just rip it open and put your glue in there. You can actually inject the glue. I do recommend using your fingers, getting your fingers dirty and gluey. Really get into this, because the payoff is that when you go to make one of these, you're not dealing with these empty pockets. You have to fill that in then with more paper mache. And what I'm going to try as an experiment is, which I do recycle, I upcycle, these shopping bags. I'm going to use 2 layers to cover this. I'm going to put the glue all over this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this particular. This is going to be an egg, by the way. I could tell already by the shape. And let me open this thing here. I'm opening a glue bottle with one hand. And just to show you guys, so let's see here. I'm going to show you guys a really loose spot here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, well, the area that I ripped open. How about that? So what you do is it's very simple, not rocket science. Take the glue in there. If you want, you can push it down with your applicator, with the tip, rather. I'm not doing it with my fingers only because I am holding my cell phone to do this video for you guys. Now, the other thing you can use is I have what I call a glue stick. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm not really ready. I should be, but I work late on my art projects. Believe it or not, I'm a night owl. I work generally from easily from 6 in the evening to all the way till 2 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes I'll get up at, in the morning, 10 a.m., 12 noon, not every day. And I'll work all the way till 2, which is why I have a lot of projects. So this is my glue stick. If you don't feel like using your hands, you can always push down. See? You can see the space in there. So, and I'm just saying that, yeah, you can use the filler without pushing it down. You don't have to do this, because when you put your initial coat over, it will dry solid. It's just, this is a personal standard that I have developed for my particular products moving down in the future as I create more. Okay, so that's it for now. And then later I'll update you on the baby bugs, and I'll update you on the apple leaves. I'm also going to be making maple leaves, Canadian leaves, and a few other leaves, so that you can use them to display your cute little animals, critters, friends of the magical garden. Yeah, and of course, down the road, after you're done learning how to make these eggs, if you can make anything oval, you can make UFOs. So, all right, later on I'm going to update you guys on the inside of a box that I showed in a video yesterday, and a few other things. I'm going to be posting shorter videos as well. Thank you. Blast of our past. Please subscribe. I've just started this video this February, this channel actively. I put a few videos in the past. I'm on Instagram very actively. I have 1,600 followers and growing. Seems like I'm getting followers every day. And you can check out my small shop in artfire.com. Look us up in Blast of Our Past. Or just message me through Instagram, which is also Blast of Our Past. BLASTOFOURPAST. Blast of Our Past. On Instagram, and you'll see a picture of me there. But you'll be seeing videos of me later this week as I learn how to use this cell phone, a camera that I have. I'm going to set up my studio a lot better for these projects, because I definitely have to have the how-to videos so that we can find who the next Salvador Dali is, or Pablo Picasso, etc., etc. And I got to get some other artists in here. Those are just two that came to my head. All right, happy Wednesday. And remember, art is great for the brain. You're using creativity, problem solving. There's a lot of problem solving in art. I should probably do a little video on that too. Okay, everyone, have a great day. I could talk forever. Ciao.